Open letter to His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President of the Federal Government of Nigeria. Subject: urgent call for the reversal of the unlawful transfer of Barrister Mgbeke as the resident electoral commissioner for Osun State and the restoration of electoral integrity in the Southwest. A call for compulsory resignation of Ms. Toyin Babalola as Ondo State Resident Electoral Commissioner. Your Excellency, I write to you not as a member of your political party, but as a concerned Nigerian citizen who has observed with growing alarm series of administrative actions within the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, that threaten to undermine the very foundation of our electoral democracy. My focus is drawn specifically to the recent removal and transfer of Barrister Mgbeke as the resident electoral commissioner rec for Osun State and the inexplicable and constitutionally questionable appointment of one Mrs. Toyin Babalola as his replacement. I must begin by acknowledging towards institutional reform. However, Your Excellency, the manner in which these recent changes at INEC have been handled, specifically the action attributed to the INEC National Chairman, Professor Joash Ojo Amopitan, SAN, amount to a dangerous overreach that directly contradicts the earlier provision, that contradicts the clear provision of 1999 Constitution of the Federal Government of Nigeria as amended. I am compelled to bring this matter to your direct attention before they metamorphose into full-blown electoral crisis that could irreparably damage your prospects in the Southwest during the 2027 general election. The constitutional framework ignored. Your Excellency, permit me to remind us both of the sacred texts that govern our nation, the appointment, tenure, and removal of resident electoral commissioner are not matter of administrative conveniences or decision making by INEC chairman. The third schedule, part 1, item F, paragraph 2 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, read together with section 154 sub 1, is explicit. Resident electoral commissioner are appointed by the President of the Federal Republic and must be confirmed by the Senate. Furthermore, section 157(1) provides that a rec can only be removed by the President with the support of 2/3 majority of the Senate and only on ground of inability to discharge. What we have witnessed in the case of Barrister Mgbeke is a fundamental violation of the constitutional architecture. Professor Joash Ojo Amopitan, SAN, does not possess the power to remove a rec. He never has. The chairman of INEC is a primus inter pares with the commission, not as an emperor with unilateral authority to transfer or dismiss commissioner appointed by the President and confirmed by the Senate. By acting on a petition, an uninvestigated or substantiated and outlandish petition written by the chairman of APC in Osun State, Professor Amopitan has overstepped his constitutional bound. He has in fact allowed partisan political actors to dictate the composition of electoral management personnel in the state where emotions are high and elections are imminent. Where is the committee investigation? Where are the terms of reference? Where is the evidence that Barrister Mgbeke was given a fair hearing and an opportunity to defend himself against this allegation? Your Excellency, they are not mere technicalities. These are the pillars of natural justice and constitutional governance. To remove a man from his post based on partisan petition without due process is to impugn his integrity, damage his reputation, and destroy the career of a public servant without a shred of proof. I challenge Professor Amopitan today to provide the evidence that Barrister Mgbeke was afforded fair hearing. It cannot, because such process do not occur. The case of Toyin Babalola, a fraudulent return. Your Excellency, the situation is made infinitely worse by the identity of the person who have been brought in to replace Barrister Mgbeke in Osun State. Ms. Toyin Babalola is not a fresh peer of hand. She is a retired director of INEC. Let me be explicit. Mrs. Babalola retired from the legal department of INEC in 2023 alongside 9 other directors, having attained the statutory years of service and the prescribed retirement age. This information is a matter of public record and is published on INEC website. How then does a retired public officer, one who has already exited the system with full benefit, find their way back onto the Senate confirmation list as reg for the same institution which she retired from? This is not a secondment. This is not a consultancy. This is a fraudulent circumvention. This is a fraudulent circumvention of public service rule and the Constitution. Now, if retirement means nothing, if the statutory age limits are mere suggestion, then what is the point of our civil service regulation? Mrs. Babalola has effectively plunged herself back into a system she legally exited. She has done so under the circumstances that demand an urgent investigation by your office and the Anti-Corruption Agency. Your Excellency, I say this without fear of contradiction. Toyin Babalola is an embodiment of confusion and corruption. I have personal experience in this regard. I have pending case against her in the court arising from her conduct during her tenure as Director of Legal, INEC. She was the beginning, the middle, and the end of many problems within Labour Party. Due to her corrupt tendency, she has a track record of manipulation and unethical conduct. To place such a person in charge of an election in Osun State, a state with highly contested political landscape, is to invite disaster. It is to send a signal that the electoral process is for sale, that democracy can be murdered by the administration fiat. The people of Osun deserve to vote for whosoever they choose as their governor, free from the machination of compromised electoral officers. Mrs. Toyin Babalola is being positioned to perform a hatchet job, to act as a burnt offering on the altar of political manipulation. And you must not allow your name to be associated with such an enterprise. The dangerous precedent set by Professor Amopitan. Your Excellency, by removing a reg without presidential approval and without Senate confirmation of his removal, Professor George Ojo Amopitan, SAN, has acted beyond the constitutional power. He has created a chilling precedent that any party chairman who writes a petition can have a reg removed. This is not governance, it is anarchy. The political calculus of 2027. Your Excellency, let me speak frankly to you as a citizen who, despite not being a member of your party, recognizes the developmental stride of your administration. The Southwest is your geopolitical zone. It is your own. I have no doubt that with fair and credible election, you can secure nothing less than 4 to 5 million votes from the Southwest in 2027 general election. However, issues like this, the blatant manipulation of reg posting, the imposition of retired and compliance officers like Toyin Babalola, the removal of a man without due process, this action will act as an impediment to your success. I therefore demand the following from Mr. President, sir. 1. Direct Professor George Amopitan to immediately return Barrister Mgbeke to Osun State as the duly appointed resident electoral commissioner. His removal was unlawful, unconstitutional, and without due process. It must be reversed without delay. Secondly, remove Toyin Babalola from any role in Osun State or any other state. She should be returned to her retirement. The fact that she has managed to climb back into INEC as a rec after retiring as a director is a scandal that demands independent investigation. Who facilitated this? Who signed off her nomination? These are questions that must be answered. Third, I call on the Senate to exercise its oversight function. The confirmation of rec is not a rubber stamp. Fourth, I call on you, Mr. President, to issue a binding directive that no rec shall be transferred or removed within 90 days of any election except through full constitutional process outlined in section 157 sub 1, that is, by the President with a two-thirds majority of the Senate based on proven misconduct or inability to discharge functions. A final word to Toyin Babalola. Let it be known, Ms. Toyin Babalola, that your conduct will not be hidden. A petition will be submitted to all embassies in Nigeria, which include the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, France, and Germany, detailing your issue of corruption, your questionable retirement and re-entry into INEC, and your current role as a potential saboteur of democracy in Osun State. The international community must know the kind of person being deployed to manage elections in Nigeria, and if you have any sense of decency, you will tender your resignation immediately. If not, the light of the public scrutiny will be shown on every corner of your career. Your Excellency, Nigerian democracy is a collective responsibility. It must be protected through the law, civic vigilance, and accountability. The late-hour transfer of Barrister Mgbeke, the deployment of Toyin Babalola to Osun State, failed every test of public confidence. They were carried out without published finding, without transparent investigation, and without clear operational necessity. They carried the stench of premeditated manipulation of the electoral process. Finally, do not allow Professor Mgbeke to rubbish your name, Mr. President, sir, with that woman. Do not allow the APC to be painted as a party that rigged election through administrative coup. Remove Babalola, return Mgbeke, restore sanity to INEC. The people of Osun State should be left alone to vote for whosoever they want as their governor, free from meddling of compromised officials. That is the only path to credible election and peaceful 2027. This letter is copied to the Senate President of the Federal Government of Nigeria, to the Chief Justice, Federal Government of Nigeria, Professor George Amopiton, SN, INEC National Chairman, and to the embassies of the United States of America, United Kingdom, France, Canada, Germany, and all others, so that we will be able to expose the rot that is going on in the INEC. Thank you all, and God bless.